Happy Friday, y'all. It is time for us to have some fun on our Fridays. And today I'm super excited to be joined by Tim Taylor, all the way from down the street from me, actually. He is nearby. Usually it's like, okay, where in the world are you? Tennessee, Las Vegas. Where are you, Tim?
I'm in Hudson Beach, Florida, down the street in, unfortunately, hurricane capital of Florida. We are wiped out right now. We've got, it looks like a war zone here, literally. You know, if you haven't been watching the news lately, if you're on the coast anywhere within a quarter mile of the coast for a 400-mile stretch, your home is underwater. I'm sorry. Ours was completely destroyed on our downstairs level. We've got police out there still finding bodies literally right now. It's not a funny thing to do, but it's been just tumultuous. But what do? You just got to get up and show goes on, right, Tiffany?
Yeah, because like here you are. You've got this massive hurricane that came through last week, and then next week you've got this massive event. And you're still doing it, even with the downstairs of your house being flooded.
Well, hey, the good news is it's a 3-story house, so the downstairs is gone down to the rafters, right? But upstairs we've got air conditioning and hot water. What more can a guy ask for besides a good martini every now and again?
And luckily you've got the fridge going with the ice that you would need to help chill your beverage.
Amen to that, sister. You got it. I'm in.
So, well, I am glad that you have a functioning space to be a part of. And I just want to jump in because I've kind of brought up what's going on next weekend. So we're going to come back to what you do and all of that. And we may find that in part of our conversation around next weekend's event. But tell us about this event that you're hosting next weekend. First ever, never been done. What's going on?
Yeah, well, you know, our company is called The Great Discovery, and what we are is a global monetized e-learning platform that's doing stuff that has never been done before in human history. What we're doing, if you're familiar with e-learning platforms like Kajabi or Udemy or some of the others, they're great, right? You take your content, you put it up there, and people find it, hopefully, and you know, they take your content. What we're doing is we take content and material and post it up online, promote it through 200 countries in 147 languages. And where we're talking languages, we're not talking about dubbed in or something like that. We're talking about you as speaking in naturally fluent, like you grew up in that language, or using AI translation to do it. But moreover, people that are learning in those particular countries, they're taking a course on basket weaving, or they want to learn to be a computer programmer. While they're learning it, they can refer others to other content on the platform and get paid. They're getting cash now. It's a gig economy on steroids, every country in the world. So if you wanted to reach people in Egypt, you can go out and put your course content up. We've got people in Egypt actively promoting in Arabic Egyptian, and you know, then you're getting new orders. And the best part of our technology is you'll be able to communicate just like we are right now on Facebook Live or Zoom or wherever else that you're watching. And if you're speaking English, they'll hear you in Arabic. If they respond to you in Arabic, you'll hear them in English. Multiple languages at the same time. I digress a little bit, because what Tiffany's talking about is this event coming up next week. Nobody in the world has done this before. Not Facebook, not Meta, not Microsoft, not Twitter, X, not any of them have done any of this, what we're talking about. We're doing a 48-hour global simulcast in 34 languages simultaneously. So imagine this. So we're doing 8 hours from North America, right?
48 hours.
48 straight hours. Exactly. Remember the old, I don't know if you're old, you remember the Jerry Lewis telethons. If you don't remember that, God bless you, you young child. But you know, what we're talking about here is 48 hours straight through, but it's not straight through. So we're doing 8 hours from North America with different speakers. Tiffany's coming on. She's going to be doing a session. We've got experts on just about every topic that you can do. And every one of them is giving away free gifts and courses. Tiffany's got something cool for you as well. But then when we finish 8 hours in North America, then we're shifting up to Asia. So we've got a network of speakers that are coming in from Asia. And then we go to Europe for 8 hours. Then we come back around and do another 8 hours and go around the world twice. So here's the power of it. If someone that you're hearing, if you're speaking on this and you're networking, have you ever done a network, Tiffanie? You've done networking before, right?
I've networked once or twice.
Once or twice, right? And you
wrote a
go
book
in
on
and
it,
you go into these networking breakout rooms and you chat and you meet great people. It's awesome, but you're limited to people that speak your language.
Yes.
Where in the past, I've made a lot of money building internationally around the world on different things. And my problem has always been, I got to find an English speaker that's there that really knows my business. And I become fully dependent upon them running my business in that country. Why? Because they speak English, not necessarily because they're the best at their skill set, but because they can talk to me, right? That's kind of a cool thing. Well, with this technology, you'll be able to network and talk with people in Russia or in China or in Portugal or in Saudi Arabia or in Dubai or in Vietnam, like we're talking right now, face to face, and be able to make new contacts around the world, right? So on this particular format of the event, not only do you tune in for free and you're going to get, great information from experts on so many diverse topics. You might have a Chinese speaker that could have a cure to cancer, who knows? And they'll be able to, you can hear them as if they grew up. If you're in Dallas, Texas, that Chinese person is going to be talking to you with a Texas accent, right?
Wait. It does accents along with.
It does. Yeah.
What kind of accent am I going to be getting now? I'm wondering,
Well, if you're going to be coming across in Chinese, no, that's Pakistani. I'll have to work on that. I got to work on my accent.
I know, I'm envisioning, I'm just thinking of how funny it would be if you're in a different part of the country. So here I am Southern, and I am Southern. I was born in Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, North Carolina. Florida is the most north that I've ever lived, which from a geography standpoint doesn't make sense. However, Tampa is not Southern or country. Now, it's funny, if we go about an hour north to Hernando County, then it starts getting a little bit more country. The further north you go in Florida, the more Southern it gets. It's a really weird thing. But yeah, the Southern accent comes out. So it'd be funny if, hey, here's Tiffanie with a New York accent. Here's Tiffanie. That's not what they do, but that's where the Friday fun took me.
Yeah. And we can do that. It's actually, it's pretty neat. So
what kind of software are you using? Because you said it's going to translate into how many different languages?
Well, our main platform, thegreatdiscovery.com, does 147, right? And on this global simulcast, where this is the very first interactive, being able to talk on Zoom and to other people in other countries, we're down to 34. So we're adding. We'll be up at we're adding new languages all the time. So the application is
only 34.
Over the years, we've built some big, massive companies. We were involved with some major tech companies of the brands that you already heard. And the Great Discovery will be the largest e-learning community of its type in the world. There's nothing else like it. But we're just starting, So this is our first global simulcast coming up it'll be next Friday the 11th. It'll be starting at 1 p.m. Eastern time here in the United States, and then running for 48 hours, literally around the clock. So we run 8 hours in North America, then at 9 p.m. Eastern, it's going to jump over, and the mic and the hosting is going to switch up to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Be hosted from Help University up there. They're going to be hosting an 8-hour segment that goes from there with speakers from Thailand and Taiwan and Indonesia and Vietnam and Bahrain and other different places. And then after that, it goes to Europe. It's going to Milan, Italy. So we'll have a group of speakers that's going to be hosted there. They may be speaking Italian, they may be speaking French, they may be speaking German, but you're going to hear them in English. So that's how it works.
That's awesome. And I just want to so y'all, here is the link for it, but I'm not anticipating you trying to type this out because wherever you're watching this live or the recording, It should be in the description, the link. All you have to do is click. Now, how much did you say this amazing event is? Like hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Zero. It's free. It's a totally free, but it is thousands of dollars in gifts that you're going to get. And it's really, there's no catch intended. This is our very first global release of what will be the most significant change in education that has ever happened in human history. I don't say that lightly. It really is. I mean, miracles happen in the world when humanity can talk to one another. And that's what we're enabling people to do. Even from a biblical sense, you look back into the day of Pentecost for Christians, that's where people were able to speak and someone was able to listen and communicate, and they could do it in their native language. That's what we're able to do. And it's happening now in our lifetime. This is just so cool. It's something just really remarkable. So the timing of it is essential. So when you're getting on there, our mission is to get this out. We want, if you're a course creator, for example, or you have a service business and you want to get out, how many of you have done where you're reaching, your network or your group, your tribe is a few thousand people? That's great. But we're going to open it up to billions with a B, where you're able to communicate with people in sub-Saharan Africa or in the middle of the desert someplace or in the Amazon jungle. If they've got a cell phone or they've got internet service, they're in reach now for your product or service. If you're a coach or a trainer, you're able to put your material up and actually pull clients out from there and be able to provide services to them in any language in the world. And better yet, we've got an army of people in every country, people just like you and me, but that speak that language local natively, and they're promoting and sharing your material. It's huge.
Really makes
it's going to transform the world, Tiffanie.
It really makes it easy for us to reach people. And I mean, translation is not an easy thing to do, even on something small and minor. And so this is a massive scale. What made you decide that you want to be an integral part of making this happen and bringing this to billions?
Well, that's a really good question because it didn't start off that way. I don't know if you've ever heard, Tiffanie, of a program that's called Six Sigma. Well, my wife's late husband was the co-creator of Six Sigma back at Motorola in the 80s. Okay, long time way back before most of us were born, right? But the thing with Six Sigma is what it is basically defect reduction, performance enhancement for major corporations. Here's the point. Every major corporation in the world uses Six Sigma, or they're not a major corporation, period. It was recognized by MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, I think, as one of the top 10 most significant business innovations of the last 150 years. Top 10, that means the internet is one, right? Six Sigma is another one. It's that big of a deal. So we came out with our company is called The Great Discovery. And The Great Discovery, instead of being targeted towards the big business magnates, the engineers and analysts at the top of those companies, it's for you, it's for me. If you look behind me, there's those kids' books. You see them back there. It's Six Sigma for children. It's Six Sigma for teens, Six Sigma for adults, just about improving every aspect of your life. But here's how, the Great Discovery e-learning platform came about. That Six Sigma Great Discovery course, step 0, before you can do anything, you have to identify a mission. Maybe your mission is, hey, I want to save this marriage I'm struggling with, or I want to be a computer programmer, or I want to buy my first home, or I need to get healthy, or you fill in the blank, whatever it may be. So let's say that step may be, I want to be a concert pianist. The Great Discovery is going to put you on a path to everything that you need to do to fully execute and succeed at becoming a concert pianist. But we're not going to be able to teach you music. We're not going to be able to teach you rhythm and tempo and how a piano works. So what we were thinking is, all right, so how do we do this? Were we going to go find a way to refer everybody that comes in and takes our Great Discovery course to a piano teacher or a computer programmer. That's ridiculous. So we
Yeah.
figured we'll go vertical. And so we're taking some of our big business acumen that we've done in the past to create the world's largest, most effective e-learning community. And then we looked at how can we absolve the barriers. If you really want to find experts in something, you don't want to limit your scope of reach to just people that speak your language. That leaves 6.7 billion people in the world that don't speak a word of English, right? How are you going to reach them? So we figured, okay, we started with the innovations in AI. We looked at it from, it's just the perfect opportunity to be able to communicate. So our focus on AI, we do a lot of our own AI development and tools, is really on just that one aspect. I don't care about the rest of it. I just want to be able to communicate more effectively with real people. It's like people around the world need knowledge. This world is changing faster, Tiffany, than any time in human history. It is the most significant change, and it's happening in our lifetime.
Yeah.
And, our mission is to empower people. If they're in a developing economy, in some place where their input of knowledge is limited to, might be people in just their tribe or their local community. And if, they don't have any experts that speak their small language, that's, so many people are repressed because of the knowledge they're being deprived of. Maybe it's knowledge to do anything. And even while they're learning that, we can create economic opportunity where there is no jobs, but they can refer others to other courses in their community to lift them up and get paid at the same time. So it's sort of a long story, but I've learned, as sometimes you start off with one idea and God has another plan for it entirely. It's like, wow, how'd that happen? I don't know.
that definitely happens sometimes, and we just have to go with the flow of, maybe what I thought isn't what's happening, and it's better for so many reasons.
That's exactly what it is. It's bigger than what we ever imagined it could be. It's pretty cool.
So I know we've talked a bit about the business, but it's Friday and we do have to talk about a little bit of fun. So tell us, what is fun for you in your world? What do you enjoy doing? What are the many various ways that you like to have fun?
Well, my favorite thing is we live down here on the waterfront in it's Hudson Beach, Florida. So right on one side of my house, let me see if I can actually show you. You can see out there, there's the Gulf of Mexico out there. You can see through there, and there's dolphin and fish that are swimming by and stuff. So I go out on my dock at the end of the lunch break, and I go out and fish. I'll catch redfish and snook and trout and all kinds of other fish. So that's my favorite thing to do. And only problem is since this hurricane, there's like a refrigerator floating by out there right now and other stuff. So it's been, the waters here are really a mess. But for me, my favorite thing is I just like to fish and go kick my feet up. And, I wear nothing but flip-flops here. And Florida is the flip-flop capital of the world. And besides gun owners, I think gun owners and flip-flop wearers, that's all that's here. So
I don't think I've ever heard Florida referred to as like the gun capital. Are there that many guns here?
Everyone on our street, we have a sign at the end of our street. It says looters, warning to looters, danger of lead poisoning of all calibers. So it's sort of.
Yeah, I mean, I'm laughing because if not, you start crying. It's been quite an interesting week that we're dealing with, and kudos to you and your spirits and keeping going with this, because it would be very easy to say, "Oh my, done."
Yeah, it's funny. It is, and there's days when Sandra is here, and she's we're just breaking down in tears. And when this is stuff that happens, and if you've ever been in a catastrophic situation, many of you have. God bless you. It's never any fun, but it's surreal, Tiffany. It's like It's almost like what you see on the CNN or something like that. It just doesn't happen in your life, right? It
Right.
happens to someone else. And when we drive down our street, just on the other side of 19 here is normalcy.
Yeah.
But if you're on the waterfront side, it is a war zone. I mean, just yesterday they found another body 2 blocks over.
Ugh.
It's our neighbor's dog drowned. Our other neighbor came in. He flew back in from Minnesota and found his house submerged and had a heart attack. He's in the ER right now. It's just surreal. And the only way I'm learning to really cope with it is, some things are just out of our control. All I can do is we got our house as much normalized as we can. We had some great friends came and assisted in sweeping junk out and hosing it all out. And we have a massive pile of what used to be our life sitting out in our driveway, waiting for the pickup. They have the claw trucks to come and drag it out.
Yeah.
But, in the meantime, there's all the rest is out of my control. So we've just locked back into engaging back in the world, and continuing what we do best. And that's just doing business, helping people and having fun. Because the rest of it, there's nothing I can do about it. So I can whine and complain and bitch and moan and, have tears rolling down my face all day long. But I still got my flip-flops, what else is there?
Yeah. So do me a favor, tell us what we don't know about the event next weekend yet, so that we can just make sure we have everything. So we're starting Friday at 1 Eastern time, goes till Sunday. If y'all are curious, I am going to be speaking. I'm actually speaking, I think 7:15 Saturday morning. So bright and early.
7:15 in the morning. How did they get you up so early to do that?
Well, I'd rather speak in the morning than in the afternoon. So when I look at
what's
the timing,
cool, you're going to be mostly in the European time zone. There's early risers out here too, but
yeah,
you're going to be
I figured when I looked at the time,
Italy and Germany and France and Ukraine and Russia, they're going to be hearing you out there. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. It'll be totally fine. But yeah, so I'm going to be there 7:15 Saturday morning. Normally I'd be getting ready for yoga anyway, so it totally works. What else do we need to know? And again, y'all can sign up. The link is in the description wherever you're watching this video.
Yeah, do sign up, guys. It's kind of a no-brainer because, it's 48 hours. There's maybe a few people that will sit through 48 hours. It's not going to be me, right? But you can tune in. You get done with work or whatever you've got going. Tune in. You're going to hear somebody amazing. You're going to get free gifts and just see some really cool stuff. So you can pop in at any particular time. One of the things we're doing, Tiffanie, is we've got event parties going on all over the world. So we're doing live events. Sandra and I are doing one in San Juan, Puerto Rico. So we've got a beachfront resort. We're having kind of a viewing party, kind of like the Academy Awards of the Great Discovery, right? And so we got a beach party and stuff that's going on out there. Tiki torches, live music, and it's catered. So if you've ever been to a hotel event, usually it's sort of everybody up on stage. No, we've got a few different sessions from on stage, but the rest of them are piped in from around the world. So if anybody wants to go, there's a place, if you're anywhere near San Juan, Puerto Rico, or where an airport is near you, we can get you in there. It's going to be an absolute blast, just to hang out and get to meet all kinds of really cool people and stuff. So that's one of the things that's happening there.
Well, that definitely sounds like a ton of fun.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. There's a casino downstairs too. So I don't know. The way my luck's going, I might not want to bet very much based on the 1/3 of my house.
Or maybe the 2/3 of your house that's still there.
Maybe I'll win.
You are lucky, and it's going to get the funds to get you taken care of.
I might win $1 million.
You never know.
All on one single pull of a 1-penny slot machine. It's possible. It can happen. It happened to somebody somewhere once.
Yes. Well, y'all, we have been here with Tim talking about, his amazing organization, the event that's going on, the learning platform. I'm super excited, looking forward to, seeing other people speaking languages and it being in a different one. I don't know. I'm gonna have to like set up other things to be like, all right, honey, like some people watch me in these different languages. Tell me how it goes. So I'm really excited. I'm honored to be a part of this. So very looking forward to helping out and being a part next weekend and getting up. I'm new, y'all. He was like, you want to share your platform link? I will be sending out an email and I'll be updating next week to share my platform link where you can go check out the things that are being offered by Tiffanie Kellog on The Great Discovery. Any last thoughts you want to share with us, Tim, before we wrap up today?
Yeah, I've got to go train our to get our engineers to actually clone your y'all, because I don't think our AI actually says that yet. So we'll have to.
Yes, y'all and ain't.
Y'all ain't gonna miss this
I don't
event.
usually use them together, but I do have a tendency to use them. So y'all and ain't. I think everything else is pretty much normal.
I'm down for that. I will speak that from the stage on day one. Y'all ain't gonna miss this because it's fantastic. Tiffanie Kellog said so. It'll be awesome. Oh, did they say awesome? We're in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, we say awesome.
Okay. Yeah, sort of got to go a little bit of Valley Girl in there with Southern drawl, So, perfect. Well, that's it. Just tuning out, guys. Thank you so much for spending a little time on your flipping through social media to check us out today. I hope you're having a great day. If you would, pray for the people in Florida and North Carolina. I don't think people really got an idea of just how significant this storm is. It was literally the largest, most destructive storm in U.S. history. Not necessarily the most powerful, but the largest. I mean, it impacted. I mean, it's you don't see it. You're just not seeing just how really horrendous this really was. It's a big deal, and people need help. So far, FEMA has been gone. They're not appearing anywhere on the radar. They're not doing jack.
Oh, wow.
Insurance, most people in the waterfront, flood insurance, they don't cover you for a lot of it, even though they've tripled the rates over the last year. It's, people's lives are upside down. It's going to take them years to sort it out.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
prayers work. So
we're going to be
throw
doing
up
an
the prayers
event
for the people out everywhere that need it.
Yeah, we'll be doing an event October 28th. I will have details by Monday, if not this weekend. We're going to do a little fundraiser event. It is like $20 a ticket. 100% of the money we raise is going to go back to various amount of people and charities to try and support. So we will have something coming soon, October 28th, to help out and hopefully provide a little bit of extra relief. Because let's keep positive thoughts and prayers for the people affected. And it's a lot. My aunt and uncle, their place was totally flooded. So there's a lot of people out there impacted all across. So Tim, thank you so much for being here, sharing what you're going through, sharing what we're looking forward to next weekend. Thanks y'all for watching, and hopefully we'll see you 7:15 a.m. Well, you can come starting 1 on Fridays, but I will be there 7:15 a.m. on Saturday. The date of that is, what's the date? That is going to be the 12th, but you can come out for all of it. And check us out. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so very much, Tim, for being here. Happy networking.
Y'all ain't going to miss that event on the October 28th either.
Nope. Bye, y'all.
Bye.